Hello, Hoquenna fans from across the Empire. We have a special game here tonight at the Gardens.
Valera Atlas has the puck. Robert Lyon takes a shot. Camilla Talasal in on goal. And saved by Primora.
Cusco off the board, scores! Great save, Lyon!
Truba scores! The Admirals are heading to the finals! In the world of Graal, could there possibly be anything better?
The Crowns have won the Palawa Cup!
Welcome, one and all, to the Mecca of Hoquenna. Welcome to Sarholm Gardens. Tonight, we've got a rematch from not too long ago, as the upstart PREUZE TELLA Bolts from out of town have come to our yard to test their mettle. But our boys, this time in brand new blue, are ready to show them what champions are made of. It's time to start the party. So without further ado, give it up for your Sarholm Crowns. Please rise and face the flag for the Imperial March.
welcome to Sarholm Gardens, home of the Sarholm Crowns, the oldest franchise in Hoquenna history. Xavier Blais starts off with the Crowns with a 1.2 goals against average and over 900 save percentage, going off a 5-game win streak. Meanwhile, Eros Feroxe is in the 80s with a 6 goals expected against average and tied for wins and losses this season. We have Bolts faithful in the crowd as well as Crowns fans here in one of, if not, the most passionate fan bases in the league. Tonight the Crowns wear their new alternate third jersey, Midnight Blue. And the puck has been dropped at the Gardens. Emily Manalo gets that past the blue line, sent back in towards the neutral zone. Battle for continues as Cusco Fonzo is knocked along the side at the blue line. Sent down south there, and a hit by Sapley alongside Emily Manalo, who is able to get that puck back in the neutral zone. Fonzo sends it back into the Crown zone. Gotten away by Blay. Back in front of the goal. That's gotten away. Here come the Bolts on the attack once more. Dumped in, blue line and in by Sato Smucelli. Play continues in the top Crown zone in front of the goal, but that's sent away by Sapley, but sent right back in by Edward Vlay himself. Then back in, Bolts offsides, remain offside. Sapley gets that past the blue line and sent back towards red. Fazio tries to put the defense, but quite can't, and there goes Sapley who gets it, but that's chipped in, blue line in by Sato Smucelli. Back to Manalo, gone past the blue line, sent right back in by the Bolts. Crowns unable to get past the pressure. They finally do. Here comes Sapley, and the Crowns chase that, but that's sent over the glass and out of play. Fans let their team know that they are here to support, but the Bolts have put on an excellent show so far tonight with 2 shots on goal in the opening minute. On the ice for his debut with the Bolts now is Leo's Blay, number 76 for the Bolts, who was recently traded from the PREUZE Lions due to some management issues there. Puck has been dropped back at center ice, and Sapley gets that to Emily Manalo. Fazo sends back to Manalo, who gets that past the blue line. Battle for it along the boards in the Bolt zone now. Crowns finally have possession. Emily Manalo tries to get the puck sent back to the blue line, kept in by the Crowns on goal, but that's wadded away by Eros Feroxe. Sapley, here goes Fazo, who can't quite put it on goal. Manalo back to Cusco Fazo, back towards the blue line, kept in there is Sapley. Sato Smucelli comes to the ice, back in on goal. Fazo can't quite put the goal on in the top Bolt zone now. But Fazo takes a shot, that's a good save by Eros Feroxe back in the neutral zone, but Sato Smucelli is able to get that back into the Crown zone. Now the Bolts having some difficulties. Crowns are bunching up, but Emily Manalo and Fazo is able to hold it in the zone. Battle on the boards. Fazo takes a shot on goal, swatted away by Eros Feroxe. Can't hold it in, that's sent back to the neutral zone. Sends south, and Sapley is able to get that into the neutral zone once more. Fazo sends it south. Fazo sends that back between the goals, and that's sent back into the neutral zone. Now Sapley unable to get past there, and a good save by Xavier Blais to keep this a tied game at 0. Here come the Crowns on the attack, brought the other way. Mucelli tries to get a shot off, brought back into the Crown zone. Now here comes the other way. Shot there, and a good save by Sato Smucelli, but Fazo is able to hold it in the Bolt zone. Sent back past both of them, and here come the Bolts on the attack. Manalo can't quite put it in there. A hit there by Mucelli, who's being quite physical here tonight. Sent back up to the Bolt zone, but Fazo's able to get a pass, and that's sent right wide into the Bolt territory. Manalo trying to hold that in on goal. In front of the goal now, but can't quite put the shot off, and that's deflected wide. Fazo off the boards. Here goes Manalo, shoots, scores! Emily Manalo opens the game. A beautiful goal by the Crowns to make this a 1-0 game early in the first. Fazo gets that off the boards on the replay, and Manalo is able to take advantage of that play. And quite really, It's a perfect play by Manalo to get that puck past Eros Ferox. It's bounced off, and Manalo just isn't able to just carve through the Bolts defense. She has a few passive options here, and she just barely gets onside at the last moment and able to get past the PREUZE TELLA defenders and past Eros Ferox to make this a 1-0 game. Swords in, and Sapplay is going to win that draw, and that's sent back into the zone. Pass Sapplay, and Finalway almost passes that to Eddie Vlay. Back to Cusco Fazo, and Fazo gets that back to Emily Manalo. Manalo poke check there by Eddie Vlay, and the puck's going to continue now in the Bolt zone. Back in the Crown zone now. Finalway almost battling with Emily Manalo, got past there, a hit there, and Manalo's able to get past two separate defenders of the Bolts. Pass to Fazo. Fazo can't quite get it away from his zone. Manalo's back on the ice. Back to Sapplay. Sapplay off the boards now and gets that towards Emily Manalo. Here comes he on the attack there, and a good save by Eros Ferox to keep this game at 1-0. Here goes Fazo. He can't quite put it off, and that's sent just into the neutral zone. Knocked back into the Bolt zone by Sapplay. Here comes Emily Manalo off the boards. Crowns bunching up alongside the Bolts. Physical play all around by each team. Sent back towards Manalo with a good play to get that in front of the goal. Here comes Fazo with an opportunity, but he completely misses on it and slides out of the way. Here comes Sapplay to Fazo. Chips that in. Set on goal. Another goal. There. Great save by Eros Ferox. And that's going to go out of play now. And we're going to have a face-off to the top and to the left of Eros Ferox. And what a save right there. Stopping Cusco Fazo at the slot right in front of the goal. Fazo has 50 games under his belt tonight with almost 400 points in just those 50 games. He has 3 times as many goals and about 1 assist per game in his AHI career. Battling for it now in the Bolt zone. Manalo knocked down by Seitos Blay. Kept in the blue line by the Crowns. Good movement there by Sap to get that puck back into the Bolt zone. Fazo, the shot there, can't go any further than that. Now Fazo having difficulty clearing the puck from his zone now as it's sent all the way back in. At the blue line, here comes Fazo. Sent back in off the skates of Seitos Mucelli. Fazo holds it in the blue line in front of the goal there, and that's just wide. Rattles the side of the cage and kept in by Fazo, but Mucelli is able to be beaten to the punch. Fazo with an opportunity, and that is deflected by Eros Ferox. 30 seconds here in the first. A great shot there by Fazo. Bounces off, I believe that was the blocker there of Eros Ferox. Manalo back to Fazo, able to beat the Bolts back to the punch and sent back in front of the goal there, and scores! But the referee's waving it off. There's no goal. It's an offside goal, and that's going to stop play with 16 seconds left in the first. And that has to be a lucky save there by Xavier Vlay, who should not have let that in. That was easy and easily avoidable. The game remains 1-0 with 16 seconds left in the first. Swords in to the right of Vlay. That Vlay takes the face-off there. Finalway almost beaten to the punch, and that's sent back into the Crown zone. Finalo having difficulties in the corner there, gets it past the blue line. Fazo can't chip it past, but Sapplay does, and that's 5 seconds left in the first. Finalo with Fazo. Gets that back to center ice, sent back to Sapplay, who's going to send that right out. And that's going to be the end of the first period. 6 shots on goal for the PREUZE TELLA Bolts, and double that, 12 for the Sarholm Crowns, and yet the Crowns win, at least here in the first, 1-0. Stay tuned for the first intermission, sponsored by Saro Stakes, your source of Sarovian betting entertainment.
Saro Stakes. Raise the stakes and win big. My name is Cusco Faso of the Sarholm Crowns, and I do whatever it takes to win. You can compete, just like me, with Staro Stakes. Place a wager or a parlay using the /wager command. Remember, choosing multiple bets means you need all to be successful to win. With Saro Stakes, you're not just watching the game, you're locked in. Can you beat the best?
Saro Stakes. Join the winner's circle.
Great save, Lion. Emily Manalo fires it wide.
Faso on the attack. Score! They finally caught lightning in a bottle.
Manalo from the blue. She scores.
Huge hit by Flay. Faso with a burst of speed. Scores. Top
Jerome
shelf.
Kane towards the goal. Scores.
Xavier Flay. Great save.
Cusco shoots. He scores. Maddie Kane steps right in on the attack. 10 seconds. 7 seconds. The Crowns are your Poloa Cup champions.
Go Crowns, go! Go Crowns, go! Hear the city sing its old sweet song. Life's a gamble, come on, what's your name? Let's go on a date to a Crowns game. Sarholm, Sarholm, the city's alive tonight. Brass in the air and the stars shining bright. Oh, Sarholm, Sarholm, you steal my heart away.
Whether you're a privy councillor, a member of parliament, a businessman, or even just an everyday proud Sarovian, Royobek is here.
Saved by an offside. Xavier Blay now in net on the left for the Sarholm Crowns. 1-0 Sarholm here at the end of the first intermission and beginning of the second period. Crown fans still the majority here at the Gardens, and who would have expected anything else? That play takes the face-off dot. Opposite of Faso is Leo's play, and Maddie Kane, good old quote-unquote Maddie Daddy, is on the ice now for another fight breaking out now between Leo's play and Faso. Faso on half a health now, battling there with Leo's play in the center ice. Faso, uppercut there on Blay. Blay hits Faso again. Faso survives that. Hits it at the blue line and knocked down our boat. And that's going to be a penalty as the fans cheer loud for both combatants.
Number 76, Leo's Blay, and number 73, Cusco Faso. 2 minutes each for fighting.
And that is going to have a reaction here tonight. Surely not a single Crown stepped up for their captain at that fight, and that's going to be an issue for sure with Coach Alvaro's Foss. And the sword has been dropped. Bolts are choosing not to elect a third player here. It's going to be a 3-on-2 for some reason. And that in the goal now, and that I think went through the netting, but the referee is saying that's a legitimate goal. The players don't think it is, but the referee is signaling good goal. And I think that's going to Emily Manalo, and I don't think that should count. And I don't know where the third bolt is. That's going to be an issue here today. Wow, just look at that. It's completely through the net, but the Bolts don't have a coach here to challenge the play. They have 2 coaches in their organization. And yet, they can't challenge that. The referee must not have seen. 9 seconds into the second period, and the Crowns lead by 2. Swords in at center ice, and Faso still in the box alongside Leo's Blay opposite of him. Sap Blay takes the face-off with Emily Manalo and Maddie Kane. Sent back into the Bolt zone in front of the goal, and that's gone away there. Both playing heavy defense, both teams crowding around the boards. Sap Blay sent that back in, that's sent back towards Emily Manalo. Sent south. Battling off the boards now, Maddie Kane tries to get that in. Bounces and ricochets off the boards. Battle continues. Emily Manalo can't hold it in. Here come the Bolts on the attack, but Sapway's able to knock that away. Then back in. Here comes Manalo with opportunity, and that's just squandered. Saved by the left pad by Eros Feroxe. Bolts playing physical. No penalties called here. The referees and the fans want one, though, and that's bounced off the boards next to the goal. Manalo has an opportunity, and Maddie Kane and Sapway having difficulties closing that gate. Forward battle in the Bolt zone. Manalo can't hold it in. Forward battle once more. Sent in on goal. That's a great save by Eros Feroxe. Game is going to continue. Sapway sends that back towards the Bolt zone. Bolt send it right back in on goal. Manalo with the opportunity, and that's just sent wide of the goal once more. Maddie Kane seems injured at center ice. Manalo holds it in. Maddie Kane is working his way right back up. That's going to be a glove save next to Eros Feroxe. Fazo is coming out of the box alongside Leo's play. 17 shots on goal, the Crowns, and 6 for the Bolts. The presence of Maddie Kane has definitely improved the odds here of the Crowns. Towards in. Maddie Kane, Sapway, and Cusco Fazo on the ice, the so-called perfection line. Then Bolts having difficulties get that past the blue line, past Fazo. Fazo can't get it, but Maddie Kane can't go either, and he's on the opposite side of the puck. Sent in towards the zone now, and there seems to be some issues with the fans now, and there's going to be a call by the referee for some technical difficulties with the arena. Coach Alvaro Espasa cannot be happy with the team, but he can be happy with Emily Manalo, who scored 2 goals tonight, and in 30 games in her AHI career has over 60 points. Towards in at center ice due to stoppage of play, and that's going to be sent all the way to Fazo in neutral zone. Past Eddie Blay and battling there with Peter Galinas. Sent back, and Fazo chipped off the boards. Maddie Kane sent it in towards the goal. Fazo robbed a shot, and that's sent just wide. Good pad save again. Physicality all over the Bolt zone. And a kick save by Eros Feroxe keeps this from being 3-0. Bolts trying to battle. Rings off the post there by Maddie Kane. Hit there in the top corner. Fazo holds it in. Hit there once more by the Bolts. Blay sends it right back in. Fazo chips it in at the hash marks, back past the goal line. Does it again, and the physicality is continuing. Bolts are crowding up in their zone. Maddie Kane sends it back to Fazo. Fazo in on goal, and a shot rings off the crossbar, and Maddie Kane's off the ice for Emily Manalo. Manalo tries to keep the zone in play. Fazo with opportunity, saved by the Bolts. But no call against the brick wall, as Coach Yamos Atlas puts it. Emily Manalo lays a hit, takes the puck, sent in front of the goal, but can't quite put it in. Goes just wide, and the Bolts get that past the blue line. Sent back into the Bolts zone now. That's going to be a glove save at the last second. And Eros Feroxe keeps this in his zone. This is the first time the Bolts have ever had a full roster of 7 Major League players in their franchise history, which is a far cry from their woes in Season 3. Face-off won by the Bolts, but kept in by Fazo. Satos Mucelli having difficulty clearing, but he does near Sapway. Now Fazo sends it back to Manalo. Off the boards there, Mucelli gets that away. Fazo can't clear the zone, and Sapway can't either. That's sent back into the Crown zone right now. Fazo and Sap in front of the goal. Emily Manalo trying to clear it. Plays a hit. Mucelli's knocked off the puck. Shot on goal there, shot and score. A goal for PREUZE TELLA Bolts, and what a goal it is. Sapway completely out of position there, and that puck's going to bounce right off of her and go right in the net. And that's why you don't stand in front of your own friendly goaltenders, especially that close. You can see the puck literally deflect off of her. So the Bolts have cut the lead in half, 2-1. 20 shots on goal for the Crowns, and swords in at center ice. Sapfley takes the face off, and Matty Kane on the ice for the perfection line once more. Fazo sends that back towards Matty Kane. Matty Kane knocked off the boards. Here he comes again, sent back up. Here comes Fazo, the opportunity. Matty Kane going towards the boards now. Matty Kane to Fazo. Fazo sends it right back in. Sent back towards the south. Sapfley tries to hold it off, and here comes Fazo again. Back to the boards, and that's sent past the bolts. Matty Kane goes to the boards again in front of the goal. Fazo now opportunity, shoots, he scores! What a goal! Cusco Fazo answers. And the game is 3-1. He does his signature chip in at the blue line, and he draws the entire PREUZE TELLA bolts to that top zone with Matty Kane battling for possession. He sends it in, he waits for Matty to come, and the entirety of the bolt positions are completely away from where he needs to go. It's a clean path right in front of the goal, no one's looking. Easy goal for the captain of the Crowns. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second. The Crowns are in the lead once more. Sapfley sends that puck past the blue line. That's sent past her by Edward Vlay. Now Fazo towards the red. Beaten there by Dinalo. Fazo sends it back in on goal. Fazo, opportunity, shot, shoots, and scores! Dinalo Eolos puts it in his own goal. And Fazo's going to take his second of the game back-to-back. Fazo completely beats the PREUZE defense, and he has a good scoring chance right there. But Dinalo Eolos pushes him out of the way. But that issue is just not good enough. He's putting Eolos in a position where he can't move the puck. He has to stay stationary. And bad players are going to freeze in moments of panic like this, and they're going to move it in anyways. Swords in. Sapfley wins that draw, sent back towards the blue line of the bolts. Fazo chips that right in. Now in the top zone again, where his last goal was scored. Fazo an opportunity there. That's sent just wide off the skate there of Savaro Savano. Towards the blue line. Fazo holds it in. Fazo an opportunity, but that's sent just wide. Fazo sends it south. He dumps that right back into the bottom corner. Bolts still playing a defensive illegal game at this moment in time in the neutral zone. 65 seconds left to go in the second. Here comes Matty Kane along the board. Sapfley can't hold it, sends it up to the top. Fazo can't chip it in either, and that's it back towards the Crown zone. Right next to the left of lane. For the goal, that's knocked away by Fazo and Matty Kane. Kane trying to get that towards Sapfley, does. Now Fazo gets in for the goal, and a good save by Xavier Vlay to keep this game alive. Off the boards by Fazo. Here's Matty Kane with an opportunity. Fazo holds it into the blue line. Matty Kane can too. Crowd cheering now. Sapfley trying to hold it. Does. Savanos gets it past though. Fazo sends it right back in. Crowns offside with Matty Kane, but he's back at the bench. Fazo with a good shot there that just goes wide. 15 seconds to go in the second. Fazo can't hold it. Matty Kane sends it south. Sapfley can't hold it at the blue line either, and Fazo's able to chip that towards Mucelli. Back towards Matty Kane. Matty Kane gets it away, but there's going to be no time on the clock as the second period comes to a close. And that is going to be 12 minutes of the game gone. Sarholm Crowns lead 4-1 at the second intermission. This is sponsored, of course, by Saro Steaks. Join us soon for the third period. We'll see you soon.
Você pode pensar que os velhos costumes já não existem mais. O jogo está morrendo e há menos gente aqui do que nunca. A comunidade militar se foi, e com ela a diversão também. Mas os velhos costumes nunca se foram. Eles estão aqui, e melhores do que nunca. Sob um governo conservador progressista, o Graal será mais divertido do que nunca. Vote pela diversão. Vote por um exército revitalizado. Vote nos conservadores progressistas.
This message is sponsored and paid for by the Chief Financial Officer of the Progressive Conservative Party.
My name is Danelli, and I'm a Sarovian.
I'm Laurel, and I'm a Sarovian.
I'm Eros, and I'm a proud Sarovian.
I'm Goros, and I'm Sarovian.
I'm Nona, and I'm Sarovian.
I'm Rikaros, and I'm Sarovian.
Graal's not the same as it once was, so get involved in something you've never seen before. Get Sarovian citizenship by clicking here and learn more about New Sarovia, her history, the fun events and activities you can do here, and join one of our many families with different perks, benefits, and rewards. Make sure to click View All Channels to get the full Sarovian experience. Sarovia is what you make it. So welcome aboard.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Immigration.
These days, there's just so much noise. But with Strata, you unlock Sarovia's premier social media platform. Buy Strata today. Stay connected.
Number 17, Aros Feroxy, will gain a 6-minute major penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct in the locker room. Danilo Ailos will serve the penalty for the remainder of the game.
Well, that was some drama for sure, but at the end of the second intermission, the Sarholm Crowns lead 4-1 against the PREUZE Bolts. The Crowns on a 5-game win streak are still in the lead, but they're going to have an easier time so far as Aros Feroxe is going to head, or cause at least, a penalty for the Bolts. Now the Crowns win the face-off, and that's sent back to Fazo. Fazo, an opportunity, shoots, scores! Hat-trick for Cusco Fazo. 7 seconds in to the game, and that's another egg there by Aros Feroxe, which causes the penalty in the first place. And that's going to be at least a game suspension, I would have to reckon. And what a shot by Fazo. He sees it coming, he heads right to the net, and he goes, he can shoot to the top, the middle, or try to get Satos Mucelli to put it in for him. He chooses that middle shot, but the red one is going to help him significantly. He puts it right off of Mucelli. You can see the puck deflect on the replay. And this is going to be another game for the Crowns to show off why they won the Floa Cup last season. Now Fazo towards Matty Kane, who sends that in towards the zone. Matty Kane with a good opportunity, still in the Bolt zone. Sent back to Sapley. Sapley can't hold it. Having a very bad night defensively. Sapley sent back up. Now Fazo again sends that back towards the boards. So to Matty Kane, I apologize, and that's sent back by Satos Mucelli. Sapley having some physicality there, but the puck's going over the boards and out of play. Bench for the Bolts is vacant, as both the Bolts coaches are nowhere to be found here tonight. And some trash talk here between number 7, Edward Blay for the Bolts, who has a total of 9 points in his career, versus Cusco Fazo, nearly 400. Towards in, the Bolts are able to win that draw, but Fazo gets that back to Sapley, who sends that back towards Satos Mucelli. Mucelli now sends it south, and Emily Manalo is beaten to it by the punch. That play towards the blue line, can't clear the zone. Opportunity there for the Bolts, and that's sent just wide. Off the board, sent back by Sapley. Manalo can't get it. Here comes Matty Kane off the bench, but he's having some difficulty here tonight himself. He's got an assist, of course, but no goals on the score sheet in quite a few games.
Go, Crowns, go!
Faithful trying to cheer on the Crowns. Fazo able to get that past Mucelli. Blay lays a hit on him there at the boards. Then back to Sappley, gets that to Emily Manalo, past the red line. Chipped in there now. Then to Fazio. Fazio the shot there, stopped by Mucelli. Becomes Sappley, who holds that in. Now Fazio gets it over the top. Gets that past Mucelli as well, and that's sent past the red line. In front of the goal there, but Fazio can't put it, and the shot there by Manalo off the helmet of Eros Feroxe. Now Fazio sends it right back into the zone. 4 minutes on the clock left in the game. Manalo sends it south. Manalo with opportunity. Shot there, blocked by Feroxe. Fazio tries to hold it in as well. Fazio can't do it at the blue line though, and Sappley has an option and takes it. Got to get that puck back in the zone and succeeds. Mucelli having difficulties here. Fazio gets it past Maddie Kane. That's going to be a whistle there. I think that might be a penalty for the PREUZE TELLA Bolts. And Maddie Kane fresh off the bench. We're going to see right now what's happening. That seems just to be a stoppage of play due to leg or some reason, but Maddie Kane, as I mentioned, despite having over a goal per game, has not had one in the past 3 games with the Crowns. Towards in, one there by Sappley, but sent back, and that's all the way towards the red line. Sappley gets that pass. Here comes Maddie Kane with a shot there, blocked by Eros Feroxe. The drought continues, and that puck goes over the glass and out of play. And so a face-off now in the center ice. Play against Sappley. Family at the blue line. That's one there by the Crowns. Fazio off the boards. Dumped in at the line. Maddie Kane going to dig and retrieve. To Fazio. Fazio can't hold it in. Sappley sends that past the red line. Sent back to red line once more by Maddie Kane, having difficulties trying to control the puck. Sent up to Fazio. Fazio back to Maddie Kane, intercepted by the Bolts. Here comes the Bolts on the defense now as the Crowns swarm their zone. At the Fazio. Fazio gets it towards the other face-off dot, but can't hold the zone with Maddie Kane. Leo's play. Sent back to Sappley. Sappley now leads the attack. Shot there off the post by Leo's play. Cusco Fazio to Maddie Kane. Sends that past the middle ice, and there's a crossing there by Satos Mucelli, I think. That has to be a penalty now as Sappley and Xavier Play stop that at center ice, and there's going to be a penalty called here. The referee has his arm up now, and the Bolts are going to get a penalty for improper positioning, I think.
Number 10, Satos Mucelli. 2 minutes, improper positioning.
And Xavier Blade saved once more by a good save at the end, but let's take a look at that penalty. Satos Mucelli swings his sword across the red line, which might get you called the same way goaltenders do on the blue line, but I think he might have crossed the line with his body as well. Let's see if we can see that maybe a bit slower. Makes a swing at that sword there, and oh, I want to zoom in on this, please. Makes a swing right there, and yeah, look at that. It's only a couple pixels, but he's past that red line, and that's going to be a penalty on the Bolts. 3-on-1 now. Fazio, Manalo, and Blay on the ice. The Crowns, Leo's Blay for the Bolts. Fazio holds it into the line there, but that rings off the blocker. Sappley sends it north. Sappley sends it back in on goal. Manalo can't get the shot off though. Crowns briefly offside, but brought back in by Bolts possession. Bolts having some difficulties here. Manalo tries to take a shot, but that rattles off the side of the cage. Sappley in front of the goal there. Shot scores! Cusco Fazio scores! With 2 minutes to go in the game. 6-1 Sarholm Crowns. But a goal by the Sarholm Crowns there, and the fans are loving it here at the Gardens. (1 minute and 59 seconds to go in the third. And the Crowns lead by 3 times as many shots on goal and 6 times the amount of goals. Boards in, one there by the Crowns once more, and Fazo hits that off the boards. Patty Kane laying the body, still 3-on-2. Major penalty not expired. Off the boards now. Physical plays by Matty Kane. Kane off the board. Fazo can't hold it in. Neither can Sapley. The blue line, Sapley tries to hold it in, but Crowns are offside. Matty Kane gets it right back in. Sent away by Leo's play. That play to Fazo, but Fazo's blocked there by Mucelli. There he comes that play. Fazo hesitates, but gets that past Leo's play in front of the goal there. And a great save by Eros Feroxe. Keeps this game from being 7-1. And on goal again by his own teammate. Satos Mucelli tries to score on his own goal. Crowns establishing some heavy pressure here now. Matty Kane back to Fazo. Fazo to Mucelli. Sent back towards Matty Kane. Matty Kane's a little too slow to go. 45 seconds to go in the third. 40 seconds. To the blue line. Sapley has her 19th failure to hold it in at the blue line this game so far. In front of goal, a good save by Xavier Play. Another save, and the Bolts keep holding it in the zone. Now Fazo gets it past the blue line, but off the referee, and it's sent right back into the zone. Now Fazo gets it again, and that's swept away by Cusco Fazo. 15 seconds to go in the third. The blue line, Fazo holds it in. Tries to take a shot there. Another shot there, but that goes just wide. Matty Kane can't quite get it. Here's Fazo. Take a shot blocked by Satos Mucelli. That's going to be the end of the game as it's expired now. The Sarholm Crowns have won 6-1. And their win streak extends to 6 in a row. What a game for Coach Alvarez Bassa and Sarholm Crowns. Their first in these beautiful midnight blue ultimate jerseys. Xavier Blais, of course, played exceptionally well, but he was saved by a very quick and early offside early in the first. Final score is 6-1 in favor of the Sarholm Crowns, sponsored by Saro Stakes, your source of Sarovian betting entertainment. Don't go anywhere, we have another game, this time on Friday. Delbada takes on the Ajaccia Admirals, August 7th.